Some in this place ain't what they claim they are, or say what they are. Yeah, I screwed up the line. Sup fams, welcome back to my channel for another movie review. Today, we're gonna cover my favorite horror film of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing. Coming up right now, and hope you guys enjoy the show. All right, quiet on set. Scene one, take one. Action. Now, before I start this review is dedicated to Wilford Brimley. I could make a obvious diabetes joke, but you know what? Nah. So this is for Wilford Brimley. And so before we start this review, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share with your friends. And make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications. John Carpenter's The Thing was released in 1982. It is directed by John Carpenter. And it stars Kurt Russell, Keith David, and Wilford Brimley, just to name a few. It has a large cast, but yeah, it could be on forever to listen to the whole cast. So, the story is about a group of 12 men in an Antarctic US outpost 31. And they're actually being stalked one by one, or being assimilated by this alien creature that they don't even know. So but the creature is mostly trying to survive and trying to, well, quite possibly take over the world. Now, I know I just gave you guys a vague plot, but hey, I want to keep this review vague and spoiler-free as possible because I want you to be in there surprised. I want you guys to see the film surprised. All right, so let's get on with the review. So if I have any negative things to say about this film is absolutely none. I actually have no problems with the film. So let's get on with what I love about this film. Of course, the acting by Kurt Russell is phenomenal, especially since he actually everybody, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, everybody, especially Wilford Brimley's character Blair, goes nuts just because he finds out that this creature can assimilate fast, and also it can actually take over the population of Earth in a couple of hours. What I love is that every single actor reacts realistically, and it also helps because these actors actually stayed together. They actually got along together before the shooting even began, and you can tell that these actors know each other personally, and they show some of their personal performances on camera, if that makes any sense. So when they freak out by seeing The Thing, they actually have genuine reactions. Sometimes they freeze, sometimes they just shout, they cuss out words. They're like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know, a lot of stuff. But yeah, Kurt Russell does a great performance. Even though he's like supposed to be that macho bad guy, whatever, he still shows a bit of, well, vulnerability, as I like to say. A little bit in some scenes, especially around the climax of the film, which I'm not gonna give away, so yeah. Also, since the movie does start off with Norwegians shooting up a dog, a half Alaskan Malamute / wolf. And yes, that is true. The dog is actually played by a dog actor named Jed at the time. Jed does an amazing performance. He actually plays a nice, creepy, yet cute looking dog that they can just pet. Keith David, I believe this is his first movie ever, and man, he's just amazing. He just has some amazing lines to say. Hey Blair, do you believe this voodoo bullshit? Sorry if I offended anybody with that accent, but that, you know. But yeah, that guy, Keith David, he's just amazing. And Wilford Brimley, man, he plays this so calm, and you can tell that when he's studying The Thing, I'm not gonna say this, but when he's studying The Thing, he seems calm and collected. But then again, once he finds out that, well, even if it looks dead, it's not actually dead. And also when he finds out that this thing can assimilate fast, and he doesn't even know who the thing is, he does loses his mind. And the character Clark, man, he's actually the dog watcher, and you know, this is a horror movie, and dog is in here in this movie, so yeah, all I can say is that his arc is so tragic. It's just freaking hella sad. Another thing I love is that the cinematography by Dean Cundey is just phenomenal. What I love also, since John Carpenter has an amazing eye, and also with the help of Dean Cundey, they were able to basically make a horror film look gorgeous. And a lot of people don't view horror films as gorgeous. I do, but this film is one of the most beautiful looking movies of all time. Especially in the opening scene when Antarctica, the landscapes and the outpost and the inside. And especially I also love how John Carpenter knows when the cut to the next scene. When the camera shows anything suspicious, it cuts right away before you try to figure things out right away. And then you try to figure things out the more and more you watch this movie. And that also leads to the amazing atmosphere. It's cold and you can feel the isolation and everything like that. And now let's get on to the star of the show, and that is The Thing. Again, I'll just show you one little image of the Thing, but I'm not gonna show you the rest because I want you guys leaving the surprise. The gore effects by Rob Bottin are phenomenal. That guy, he freaking got sick with sleep deprivation, and honestly, man, if you're watching this, which I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you are, man, all that hard work paid off for it, because man, this film should have gotten an Oscar for special effects. Seriously, these special effects just hold up. It's practical and it's amazing. They're gooey looking, and especially when the Thing reveals itself, it just breaks down apart. You see the body parts and the body horror just falling apart. Oh, just the gore. Just the gore. I mean, it's not because I love this film because it's gory. I just love how realistic it's shape-shifting, because it's actually based off a novel called it's based off a novel by John W. Campbell Jr. named Who Goes There, and in the book it's a shape-shifting alien monster, and I can tell that John Carpenter paid credit to the source. I mean, so did the original adaptation of The Thing called The Thing from Another World, but that was more like a carrot monster humanoid creature. Here it's a shape-shifting creature. And I don't know if you guys agree with this, but that roar, the roar the Thing makes, is haunting, especially in the trailer. It is just so haunting. And also, here's the Thing, in my opinion, does not have a definitive roar. Well, it has a roar, but if you notice that it depends on what species or it tries to roar. For example, it tries to do an animal, it has a high-pitched noise. It basically, like, when it kind of goes, but then goes, it's hard for me to impersonate the Thing noise, but I guess you guys know what I'm talking about if you guys seen the movie, where the Thing has no definitive roar because you don't even know what it really is. Is it a virus? Is it something else? And that's also one thing that is terrifying. The one thing that's extremely terrifying in this film is that the deep meaning behind it. John Carpenter says you can interpret this film however you want. It can be the interpretation of the allegory of AIDS, or the metaphor for AIDS pandemic at the time. You can identify it as fear of the unknown. And heck, you can even, if you watched it since it's 2020 and you watch this now during the pandemic, it is very well, it can be a metaphor and allegory of the pandemic that we're going through. And also, I just love the themes of isolation, anxiety, paranoia, and well, aside from mental health, people losing their mind, and trust issues with people. Because the scariest thing about the film is that you don't know who the Thing is. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but once the Thing shows up, it is frightening. And even if you're not scared of horror films, or you don't find scary movies scary, you're still gonna be thrown off by it. Especially during that blood test scene. Holy shit. Again, I'm not gonna say what happens, but that blood test scene is one of the most intense scenes in cinema history of all time, in my opinion. But yeah, I thought I was gonna say a whole lot of things about this movie, but really, actually, keep it straight and simple. I will cover this film again hopefully soon next year, and a nice little essay, spoiler heavy, because I want to do an analysis of the film and everything like that. So yeah, the movie has great characters, scary atmosphere, an amazing creature, amazing practical effects, and it's just gorgeous it's just a gorgeously made movie. Oh, before I also mention the score by Ennio Morricone, phenomenal. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I just love the boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I can't do it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my God, it's just, I just love it. It's so terrifying because it gives you dread right away. Even from the movie, it plays at the beginning of the movie, and right away you just know dread is coming, and you can feel like it's the apocalypse. So yeah, so if I were to give this film a rating, I'll give it a perfect 5 out of 5 stars. It is a masterpiece and is my favorite horror film of all time. And before I wrap this video up, I have the Shout Factory Blu-rays. This is the Steelbook edition that has the 4K transfer that was finished by Arrow Video, but it was given to Shout Factory to use. So this is a 3-disc set. Unfortunately, out of print. I could say that you can pick this up, but I can't because it's out of print, and guys, really don't spend $80 for this. But honestly, you can guys go with the original collector's edition. It is from a 2K scan of the inner positive, supervised by Dean Cundey, but this 4K scan has been supervised by Dean Cundey and John Carpenter, the director. So here's the thing, the original 2K scan has a colder look to it. I will do a comparison between the two with no screenshots, or I can try to do screenshots from my TV, but I will do a comparison video just like the Gamera and Godzilla Blu-ray sets. But I just got only one question. If anybody who's owned these two, who has any better knowledge of me when it comes to this, aside from the colder blue color correction it has, it does look amazing in a lot of shots, but the flares do look, the movie looks a bit more pink near the end of the movie. I've heard that there's frame stretch issues. I just want to know is the film like actually looks stretched, like the image itself, like not the bars or anything like that, but like the characters, where their faces look a little stretched, or it's just like the bars, like it just looks a little squeezed in, that makes it look stretched, or it just looks a bit squeezed? Because I've heard that it has some frame image issues on the 2K version, aside from of course they had the over sharpened look and the color correction. Let me guys know down in the comment section. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video and supporting my channel. Thank you guys very much. This is Javi from my production signing up, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.